Hello, I'm Muhammad AFZAL and today I'm here with my 4 other group fellows, KHIZAR, FAIZAN, ABDULLAH and HUSSAIN, to present a presentation on insomnia. I will give you an introduction to it, what it is, what happens during this, and some more details about it. Now, the majority of you must or must not have listened to the word insomnia. Insomnia is a medical term used for the problems regarding sleep, and in general it is also known as sleeplessness. It is a common sleep disorder in which people face trouble with their sleep. I am sure that every one of us at some point in our lives have suffered from it. In this we may have difficulty falling asleep, hard to stay asleep, or causes us to wake up too early and not be able to get back to sleep again. We may still feel tired when we wake up because as we know that when a person sleeps, he refuels his body for the next day. So as the sleep is not completed, it can affect not only his energy levels and mood, but also his health, work performance, and quality of life by daytime sleepiness, low energy, irritability, and depressed mood. It may result in an increased risk of motor vehicle collisions as well as facing problems with focusing and learning. If I described insomnia in simple words with the common most example that we often came to hear on the news, that a road accident happened because the driver fell asleep while driving. Let me ask you a question here. What do you think that what can be the cause of it? Well, this is all because he was having problems with his sleep. This is the only reason why he fell asleep. If we jump to the statistics of it, you will be shocked that every year millions of accidents happen just because of drowsy driving, all across the world, which have a high rate of fatalities. And this is only about road accidents. If we get in more details, we will find that those are not only limited to roads, but also on many other places and occasions like on trains. That's why on long journeys and road travel, many motels are made at different places, so that the driver, whenever they feel drowsy, can take a rest and complete their sleep in the motel and then continue their journey safely without the risk of falling asleep while driving. While in trains and other places, this issue can be solved by placing 2 people instead of 1, so they can work alternatively with also completing their sleep. I am sad to say that we do not give attention to this, as not many people even know about this, that we can even have issues regarding sleep and hence suffer from it, which sometimes leads to dangerous results like accidents and crashes. In general, it is of 2 types, acute and chronic. Acute is the one from which we all suffered at some point in our lives, and it lasts to some days. We may feel tired in the day and can also face difficulty during daytime, as we are not refueled properly for the day and also are exhausted from the day before. In this we can easily recover from it, while chronic is the long term, extending to even months, and can have serious effects on our lives. In this condition, we must need to see a doctor because long-term or chronic insomnia can lead to many high life-threatening diseases and risks, as I told you before. The causes for this can be of various types, from our diet to anything depressing and even more. Most people don't know that it has a deep connection with technology also. Like today we all have phones, but many of us, rather completing our sleep, use phone till late at night and hence feel tired for the next day. But we do not have to worry because all these problems can be treated and the person can live a healthy and energetic life again by taking some precautions and medicine given by the doctor according to the conditions of the person affected by insomnia. Now my group fellows will explain more to you the types, causes, treatment and its relation with technology with us so you can know much more about insomnia. Now KHIZAR will explain to you the types of insomnia. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is HAYAT and I am here to discuss the types of insomnia. There are 5 types of insomnia: acute insomnia, chronic insomnia, onset insomnia, maintenance insomnia, Behavioral insomnia of childhood. The first type is acute insomnia. In short term acute insomnia that can last from a few days to a few weeks. Acute insomnia is the most common type of insomnia. It is typically occurs when you experience a stressful event such as the death of the loved one. Along with stress, acute insomnia can also caused by environmental factors that disturb your sleep such as noise or light. Sleeping in unfamiliar bed or surroundings such as a hotel or a new home. Physical discomfort such as pain or being unable to assume a comfortable position. Chronic insomnia. Insomnia is considered chronic if you have trouble in sleeping at least 3 days per week for at least 1 month. Chronic insomnia can be primary or secondary. Primary chronic insomnia, which is called idiopathic insomnia, that doesn't have an obvious cause or underlying medical condition. Secondary chronic insomnia, also called comorbid insomnia, which is more common. Onset insomnia. Onset insomnia is trouble initiating sleep. This type of insomnia can be short term. Onset insomnia can make it difficult to fall asleep. Psychological issues are the most common issues in onset insomnia. It includes stress, anxiety, or depression. According to 2009 study, people with onset insomnia often have another sleep disorder such as restless leg syndrome or limb movement disorder. Caffeine and other stimulants can also prevent you from falling asleep. Maintenance insomnia. People can occur with difficulty staying asleep, waking up too early, and having trouble getting back to sleep. It causes you to worry about not being able to fall back asleep and not getting enough sleep. This interferes with sleep further, creating a vicious cycle. People also suffers from mental health conditions. The last type of insomnia is behavioral insomnia of childhood, which is also known as BIC. BIC affects approximately 25% of children. BIC is divided into three subtypes: BIC sleep onset, BIC limit setting, BIC combined type. BIC sleep onset. This type results from negative association with sleep, such as learning to go to sleep by being rocked or nursed. This may also include having a parent present or watching TV while falling asleep. BIC limit setting. This type of BIC involves a child refusal to go to bed and repeated attempts to put off going to sleep. Examples of this behavior are asking for a drink or for a parent to read them another story. BIC combined type. This form is a combination of the other two subtypes of BIC. This occurs when a child has negative association with sleep and resists going to bed because of a lack of limit setting by a parent or a caretaker. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is FAIZAN Ali and I'm here to deliver some information about causes of insomnia. Insomnia can result from range of physical and psychological factors. It means that most of common causes of insomnia include stress and irregular sleep schedule. Psychological factors include mental health disorders like anxiety and depression, while physical factors include physical illness and pain. Common causes of insomnia are listed, like having jet lag, switching shift at work, or dealing with any other changes to the body's internal clock. Jet lag is when your normal sleep pattern is disturbed after a long flight. In easy word, we can say that if a person moves from one place to another, his sleep cycle is disturbed. But it usually improves within a few days as your body adjusts to the new time zone. Second part, Second point, the room being too hot, cold, or noisy, or bed being uncomfortable. Sometimes the room you are taking rest in is being too hot or cold, or maybe that much noisy that it don't allows you to get proper sleep. Third point, caring for someone in house if it disturbs sleep. If you are caring for somebody too much, it will also disturb your sleep. Fourth point, getting too little physical exercises. Fifth point, having night terror or bad dreams. When you are trying to take sleep or rest, but you are afraid of dark or some bad dreams, this will break your sleep cycle. Using recreational drugs such as cocaine or ecstasy. Your sleep is also affected by the intake of recreational drugs like cocaine. Fundamentally, it is proved that when a person don't take cocaine, it it, it get better sleep in comparison with the person who take cocaine. Cocaine users believe that they start to get better sleep once they stop using cocaine. These were some common causes of insomnia, but it is not same for everyone. Many people face insomnia because of depression. They are depressed so much that they are unable to have proper sleep. Anxiety also affect your sleep cycle. Anxiety is your body's natural response to stress. It is a feeling of fear about what's to come. Thinking too much about some specific thing. Let me give you an example. Thinking about the first day of school, going to a job interview, or giving up a speech may lead to the breakage of your sleep cycle. Bipolar disorder. It is also known as manic depression. It is a mental illness that brings severe high and low moods and changes in sleep, energy, thinking, and behavior. Coming to the last point, what does that word mean? Many of you may not be familiar to this word, but let me explain it to you all. Its pronunciation is schizophrenia, if I'm not wrong, and is a serious mental disorder in which a patient interprets reality abnormally. This disease may result in the combination of extremely disordered thinking and behavior that impairs daily functioning, including sleep. Some other health conditions that can limit sleep include restless leg syndrome. It is a condition that causes an uncontrollable urge to move your leg, usually because of an uncomfortable sensation, an overactive thyroid, sleep apnea. Sleep apnea is a sleep disorder in which sleep repeatedly stop and start. If you snore loudly and feel tired even after full night's sleep, you might have sleep apnea. Fourth point, GERD, full name is gastrointestinal reflux disease. It is a digestive disorder, and for the people who have diagnosed with GERD are more likely to have to suffer from sleep problems. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, known as COPD. It is a chronic inflammatory lung disease caused by smoking. And tobacco use bring anxiety and sadness and is associated with higher prevalence. Chronic pain also leads to insomnia and breakage of your sleep cycle. The symptom of another health issue or natural transition causing difficulty sleep. In people with Alzheimer's disease also faces some sleep problems, and some people have rare genetic disorder called fatal familial insomnia, which prevents them and can be life threatening. That's all from my side, and that's for the causes of insomnia. Now my friend Abdullah will explain about how technology is affecting our life, and how technology in room is causing insomnia. Thank you so much.
Auzubillahiminashaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah Naveed Gondal. My registration number is Sp21-Bcs-A2 Group. So I'm gonna talk about the media technology in our rooms and how it has caused insomnia among the young generation. I think so. Media technology has proved to be one of the major causes of insomnia. The word media technology consists of many devices, but I'm specifically gonna talk about the smartphones or the screens because every single man or woman out there owns it. So first, let's talk about the blue light. Blue light are rays that every single screen out there emits. It is a harmful light. It has a higher frequency and carries more energy than red light. The blue light spectrum produced by any screen can suppress the body's creation of melatonin. Researchers says that longer average screen time is associated with shorter sleep duration and worse sleep efficiency. Also, researchers performed an experiment in which over 600 participants were studied in the time period of 30 days, and researchers overwhelmingly found that the more people use their smartphones, particularly just before the bed, the worse sleep was for them. So, screen time is associated with poor sleep. The problem is that blue light spectrum contributes to lesser production of melatonin in the body. Now, you all must be thinking what this word melatonin is. Well, melatonin is a hormone produced by the brain. It triggers body's natural rhythm. Light is part of what regulates melatonin in the body. As the body produces melatonin, the body's sleep rhythm kicks in, and that's when you start feeling drowsy, you want to sleep or you want to go to bed. That thing is basically interrupted by the phone because phones releases light. Excess light means less melatonin is created, which is why the body get used to being awake during the day. In this case, roughly, the artificial burst of you can say blue light from the phone suppresses melatonin, fools the body into thinking that it should be awake, that it's daytime, not night, while actually it's the night time. That's why younger people suffers more than the older people because their usage of media technology is low as compared to younger generation. Seeing the screen while laying down and in dark room put more burden on our eyes and brain which can harm them in long run. Now, let's talk about sleeping with phones next to you. So now the question is, does sleeping next to your phone affects your sleep cycle? Well, after hearing the answer, you all will be angry on me, but the truth is truth and no one can deny that. So does sleeping next to your phone affect your sleep cycle? The answer is yes, it does. It can seriously mess up our sleep. Smartphones emits high level of radiation which can cause or which causes unbalance to our biological clock. In this way, sleeping next to your phone could actually lead to more nightmares. It can also contribute to restlessness and frequently waking up through the night. Now, you all must be thinking, what's the solution to all this? How can we all save from this situation, or what preventions we can take? So, you can start by decreasing the amount of time you spend on your phone before going to sleep. Obviously, that's an obvious answer. Also, you can shift your attention toward reading books, novels, newspaper, etc. instead of using the phone. If somehow you are so addicted that you can't even put your phone for 1 second, the least you can do is not to use it in dark room or while laying down, because as I said, it seriously harms our eyes, our brains, and they play a major part in insomnia. After you're done using your phone, try to put your phone 3 feet away from your body, or you can even turn it off if you are not the one who is entirely dependent on the phone alarms, and obviously you can turn it back on again in the morning. You can even turn your phone's airplane mode on, because that also somehow reduces the amount of rays phone emits and take from the air, because the SIM signals are not coming in or going out. So that's how you can be safe from insomnia, and that is it from my part. Thank you. My other friend will gonna demonstrate about some other things about insomnia. Thank you.
Treatment for insomnia. The best approach can depend on the fundamental cause and the type of insomnia, but there are options that can be considered, such as counseling, cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. This is a psychosocial intervention that aims to improve mental health. CBT focuses on challenging and changing cognitive distortions and behaviors, improving emotional regulation, and the development of personal coping strategies that target solving current problems. Then there are prescribed medications which help with sleeping. Then there are also over-the-counter sleep aids which are also for sleeping. Then there is melatonin, which is a hormone that has long been associated with control of sleep-wake cycle, and it is often used for the short-term treatment of insomnia. However, there isn't any strong evidence that melatonin helps with sleep. Home care strategies and remedies. Insomnia can be managed with several tips and remedies, which involve the following changes. Changing sleeping habits helps a lot with managing insomnia. When possible, it can help to establish a routine, going to bed on time and waking up on time. Then you should also refrain from using any device with a screen before going to bed. Doctors say that you shouldn't use any type of device before an hour before going to bed. Then you should start winding down an hour before bedtime, for example, by taking a bath. Keep telephones and other devices outside the bedroom at night, because telephones have been known to give off signals which are very harmful for us at night. Then we should also ensure that our room is at a comfortable temperature before bedtime. Use of blackout blinds or curtains to darken the room helps a lot in sleeping. Then there should be a change in dietary habits as well for coping with insomnia. Avoid going to bed hungry. Eat a healthy snack before bed, but at the same time avoid eating a heavy meal within 2 to 3 hours of going to bed. Then we should also limit caffeine and alcohol intake to the minimum, especially at night, because these are the things which limit your sleep. Then you should also have a healthy and varied and balanced diet plan to boost your overall well-being. Other health issues which increase the chance of insomnia are like if you have some kind of pain in your leg or headache, or for instance anything. Raising your body with one or more pillows helps a lot, especially for people who have acid reflux or cough or any kind of headache. If you have pain or cough or any other symptoms that may affect sleep, then you should consult a doctor to help you with sleeping. Well-being and relaxation is also a very important point in this. Exercise regularly, but not within 4 hours of bedtime. Before sleep, perform breathing and relaxation exercises. Find something that helps in sleeping, such as a soothing music or reading a book, so you can sleep peacefully. Try not taking a nap during the day, even if you feel sleepy. and if you have any kind of mental health issues such as anxiety, etc., consult a doctor and receive medical attention for it. That is the end. I hope you like my presentation. Thank you.